Chapter 11. Building a Brand. Cultivating an Image of Success. Personal branding is not merely about creating a visually appealing online profile. It's about crafting a holistic image that resonates with your target clientele. It's about understanding your unique strengths, identifying your ideal client, and strategically communicating your value proposition in a way that captures their attention and fosters desire. This involves far more than simply posting attractive photos on social media. It requires a deep understanding of your own capabilities, market demands, and the psychology of high net worth individuals. In the luxury lifestyle industry, your brand is your most valuable asset. It's what sets you apart from the competition, attracting discerning clients who are willing to pay a premium for exclusivity and a unique experience. Your brand encompasses your personality, your style, your communication skills, and the overall experience you offer your clients. It's the intangible something that makes individuals choose you over someone else who might offer similar services. Building a strong personal brand requires a conscious effort to cultivate and maintain a consistent image across all touchpoints. The starting point is self-awareness. You must have a clear understanding of your strengths, your passions, and the specific qualities that make you unique. What is it that you offer that others cannot? Are you exceptionally witty, deeply cultured, emotionally perceptive, or highly polished in social settings? Identifying these distinguishing qualities allow you to shape a brand that feels authentic rather than manufactured. Authenticity is critical because clients can often sense when an image is forced or artificial. Understanding your target audience is equally important. Your brand should be designed to appeal to the specific clients you wish to attract. High net worth individuals often value discretion, sophistication, intelligence, and a sense of exclusivity. Your branding should reflect those values. This may influence the platforms you use, the imagery you present, the tone of your communication, and the environments in which you choose to be seen. Everything should signal that you understand their world and can move within it effortlessly. Visual presentation is a major component of branding, but it must be approached with strategy. The goal is not simply to look attractive, it is to look aligned. Your wardrobe, grooming, photography, and overall aesthetic should reflect the type of experience and clientele you are cultivating. High-end branding often relies on restraint and refinement rather than excess. A carefully curated image that suggests taste, confidence, and elegance will resonate more strongly than one that appears generic or overly explicit. Every image should contribute to a cohesive narrative about who you are and what you represent. Communication style is another pillar of your brand. The way you write messages, answer inquiries, carry conversations, and handle difficult situations all shape how you are perceived. A premium brand requires clarity, professionalism, and consistency. Sloppy messaging, inconsistent tone, or impulsive communication can quickly erode the image of sophistication you are trying to build. Your words should reflect the same level of polish and intentionality as your appearance. Online reputation management is essential. In a digital world, clients may research you before ever making contact. Search results, social media profiles, website design, and reviews all contribute to the story they form about you. This means you must actively monitor and shape your online presence. Remove or hide anything that feels off-brand, insecure, chaotic, or too revealing. At the same time, cultivate positive signals, elegant visuals, thoughtful language, and a consistent representation of your standards. Marketing in this space is less about mass visibility and more about strategic attraction. The wrong kind of attention can harm your brand just as much as the right kind can help it. This is why many successful women in the luxury market prioritize quality over quantity in their exposure. They use selective networking, discreet digital platforms, referrals, and carefully chosen collaborations to attract clients who appreciate exclusivity and professionalism. The goal is to be seen by the right people, not by everyone. Referrals and networking play a major role in brand expansion. A strong personal brand makes it easier for others to describe and recommend you accurately. If your image is clear and your experience memorable, satisfied clients and trusted contacts become extensions of your marketing. This word-of-mouth credibility is especially valuable in luxury circles, where trust and discretion often matter more than advertising. Maintaining brand consistency across all platforms is crucial. Your in-person demeanor, digital presence, communication style, and business practices should all feel like parts of the same whole. A fragmented brand creates confusion, while a consistent one builds trust and recognition. The client who sees your online profile, reads your message, and meets you in person should feel the same quality of presence in every interaction.
Branding also requires discipline over time. Trends shift, platforms change, and your own life evolves. A strong brand is not static, but it is stable in its core identity. Reevaluate your image regularly to ensure it still reflects your goals and the level at which you wish to operate. Refinement is ongoing. As your standards, clientele, and ambitions grow, your brand should evolve with them, without losing coherence. Ultimately, building a brand in this industry is about cultivating an image of success that is backed by substance. It's not enough to look expensive. You must be organized, perceptive, discreet, and professionally reliable. A powerful brand attracts the right clients, justifies premium pricing, and protects you from being treated like a commodity. It is both shield and magnet. When built deliberately and maintained with care, it becomes one of the strongest forces working in your favor. Online reputation management is not a superficial concern. It is a central component of how your brand is interpreted in the modern world. In many cases, a client's first impression of you will not come from a conversation or in-person meeting, but from what they find online. Search results, social media profiles, images, reviews, and digital associations all combine to create a narrative, whether you crafted it intentionally or not. If you do not manage that narrative, the internet will do it for you. The first step is awareness. You should know exactly what appears when your professional name, handle, or identifying information is searched. This includes old images, forgotten profiles, tagged posts, cached pages, public comments, and any mention that could affect how a potential client interprets their credibility, discretion, or sophistication. Conduct regular searches on yourself and review the results with objectivity. Would a discerning, high-value client conclude from what they see? A positive digital presence does not mean overexposure. In luxury markets, less is often more. The goal is not to flood the internet with personal content, but to ensure that what does exist feels polished, aligned, and intentional. Your digital footprint should reflect your standards. Images should be high quality and coherent with your brand. Language should be poised, intelligent, and consistent. Avoid posting impulsively, especially when emotional, intoxicated, or seeking validation. What feels harmless in the moment can cheapen your image later. Consistency matters. Your website, social media, communication style, and any public-facing platform should reinforce the same overall identity. If your online image shifts wildly in tone or quality from one platform to another, it creates distrust. A premium client is looking for signals of reliability, maturity, and discretion. Digital inconsistency suggests instability or carelessness. Privacy settings are also part of reputation management. Not everything should be visible to everyone. Review your settings carefully, limit public access where appropriate, and avoid giving strangers an unnecessarily detailed map of your life. This includes location patterns, emotional habits, personal relationships, and private routines. Oversharing does not build trust. It erodes mystique and increases risk. Handling negative content is another important skill. At some point, you may encounter criticism, false assumptions, or undesirable associations online. Your response should be strategic, not reactive. In some cases, the best response is silence and quiet cleanup. In others, a brief professional clarification may be appropriate. What matters is that you do not allow panic or ego to drive your digital decisions. Reputation is protected through composure. Reviews and testimonials, when used carefully and with consent, can strengthen your online credibility. However, they should align with the tone of your brand. Public praise that feels vulgar, chaotic, or overly explicit can do more harm than good. Curate carefully. Let every element of your online reputation reinforce the kind of experience you actually deliver. Brand partnerships, collaborations, and even the people who publicly associate with you also shape online perception. This is why curation matters. Not every collaboration is worth the exposure. Ask whether an association strengthens your positioning or dilutes it. Digital proximity can influence how others interpret your value. There is also an emotional element to marketing. High net worth individuals are often not responding to raw information alone. They are responding to how your brand makes them feel. Does your presence suggest ease, safety, taste, intelligence, restraint? Emotional atmosphere is part of marketing. It should be designed deliberately. The strongest strategy is usually a combination of reputation, selective visibility, refined communication, and a controlled client experience. Marketing is not separate from your brand. It is the outward expression of it. Networking and referrals remain among the most effective methods of expanding your reach in a premium market. In environments where trust and discretion matter more than visibility, who knows you and how they describe you often determines the quality of opportunity that reaches you.